Welcome back to the Georgia Center for Assessment's District and School Connect Learning Series. In the previous video, we spent time looking at how a high school American government teacher provided student feedback on completed classroom activities as they learn about freedom of speech. We saw how providing students with feedback gave them the opportunity to become active participants in their learning. Today, we are going to see how the same teacher extended his evaluation of student mastery based on the data from the completed checkpoint activity. Using formative data helps to develop a growth mindset by identifying patterns in the data, making inferences, asking questions about student learning, summarizing findings, and planning for instructional next steps. Prior to reviewing the student data, the teacher predicted that his students would struggle most with interpreting the political cartoon because of the level of inferencing required by the students. Thus, he expected the results to reflect gaps in his students' ability to analyze political cartoons on the topic of freedom of speech. When he reviewed the item-level data, he observed that most students correctly answered the question involving the political cartoon, different than what he predicted. However, question 4 drew his attention, as many students answered the question incorrectly. He noticed that answer choice C, an incorrect answer, was selected by many of the students. From here, the teacher was able to further evaluate choice C to determine the possible student misconception. The teacher noticed choice C, the incorrect answer, and choice D, the correct answer, were similar in that they were both based on a group of individuals that were protesting. However, a key difference between the two answer choices was the location of the protest. One location was on public property, and the other was on private property. The teacher then inferred that students might have selected choice C because they had the misconception that freedom of speech is protected when it is against the government, local, state, or federal, but not against private individuals. The teacher reviewed the learning targets embedded within the standard and saw that students would need to understand how each of the rights guaranteed under the Bill of Rights were secured. Because he determined that many students may struggle with analyzing examples for specific types of freedom of speech, he determined the next steps for instruction would be to provide remediation for those targeted students shown in the report. Having detailed data within the District and School Connect platform provided this teacher with information to complete a comprehensive evaluation, resulting in actionable next steps for instruction and student achievement. As you consider how you can evaluate student data to reflect on your own instructional practices and students' understanding, know that our team is here to support you. In addition to having readily available step-by-step guides for how to use these features within the platform, we have a team dedicated to providing you with any support you need through our online chat feature within the platform. Stay tuned for more information on how student data can be used to plan for instructional next steps and prioritize possible solutions to support students.